Hello friends, it's Jennifer and I just wanted to do a quick demo over the 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. When you get yours in the mail, you're going to have two tubes that look like this. One tube is actually going to be longer than the other. I don't know if you can tell, and both of them have these little windows on them. Now the longer tube is going to be your gel transplant. The shorter tube is actually going to be your fibers. So to start, if you are the type of person that likes to, sorry, I must have out of reach. If you're the type of person that likes to do your eyelash curlers, start with that. There we go. And you have one of two options to start out with. So option one, which is completely optional, is that you can put on one coat of any just regular old mascara. You can also just do one coat of your transplant gel. Some people like to do this just as a base layer. It's not mandatory. You still get the length and the definition if you do just how I'm going to show you. So I usually tell you to start by opening both tubes just because it goes by a little bit faster. You're going to start with your gel transplant. Looks like any old mascara here. I don't know if you can see. And just really try to make sure you cover each lash singly. You want to make sure that that gel gets on there real good and that you separate each lash out. There. And you'll see it just kind of looks like a mascara. While your gel is still wet, you're going to take your fibers, and they look like this, look like little hairs. A good trick is to actually kind of rub it on the back of your hand, and that gets any loose fibers off, so that you don't end up with as much, or with any, really clumping. And then when I put on my fibers, I like to kind of twirl the brush a little bit. I feel like that helps to keep it as a nice thin layer, and then you don't get these fibers that kind of bunch up on one end of your mascara wand. And it is just really basically a mascara wand with fibers. So another handy trick is I don't know if you could tell, but I didn't start completely at like the base of my lash. I found that by doing that, I ended up getting more fibers in my eyeball, and then you're picking out fibers all day long, and it's annoying as all get out. So actually, I just kind of started halfway up the lash and then built up from there. So that's the deal. Now, after you add on your fiber layer, you want to give it 30 seconds to a minute to dry. Normally when I'm doing my makeup routine, I will put on the gel, I'll put on the fibers. Then I'll do the other eye and I'll do gel and fibers. And then I may move on and do like my eyebrows or something while I'm waiting. That just allows the fibers to really adhere to the gel so that you don't end up pulling the fibers back off, because you're going to seal it with a gel coat again here in just a minute. So I kind of move on, do something else, let that dry. If you want to speed up the process, you could also use a hair dryer just on a cool setting and just kind of do it over your eye. That will dry it faster. It'll also blow off any extra fibers that may not adhere to the gel so that they don't kind of sprinkle on your eye later. Also helps to curl your lash if you didn't do that step first. So that's a tip. I think it's been long enough. So now I'm going to seal it with my second coat of the gel. And again, just make sure that you get a real good coat. If at the end of the day you're having fibers dusting your cheeks significantly, it's usually a sign that you did not put enough of the gel coat, the second layer on. And once you do, this is basically considered one layer. You can keep going, which usually, honestly, I like to do. Gel's still wet. I'm gonna pack my little fibers on, and I'm gonna do something called tipping, where you basically just put it on the ends of your lashes. This is a trick if you're wanting to build some length and get that falsies look. You can also take your wand and put your tipping on vertically. That's another little hint that helps to get those nice and long and luscious. So, okay, another layer. Gonna let that dry. I'm really horrible about getting my mascara on my eyes as I'm putting it on. So I'm gonna let that dry and give it just another minute. Actually, I think while I'm waiting, I may go ahead and do a coat on my lower lash too. So. Fibers. And I'm gonna let that dry. Woo! Boy. Y'all know that I get so stinking messy when I do mascara. Like, it's ridiculous. There's a reason the good Lord created Q-tips. That's probably long enough on my top layer. So I'm gonna do, remember I did the fibers last, and I'm gonna do another layer of the gel, because if I don't, it's gonna end up all over my cheeks. And you know, I could stop there. I really could. Because these are looking absolutely fabulous. But you know what? I'm feeling a little bit sassy tonight. I think I'm gonna keep going. It's wet on the gel. Pack my fibers. Again, I'm just tipping. So. And that's probably been enough on my lower. So I'm gonna add. How long can you go? How long can you go? Wow. I think I'm going to end it there. Use my little God-given Q-tip again, because Lord knows I cannot put my mascara on and not make a huge problem. See, look at this. I guess in reality, I'm kind of giving you guys an extra little tip. If you get mascara all over your eyes, that's how you get it off. Okay, now we're gonna do a close-up. So, this would be what it looks like. This one, look. No mascara. Mascara. Holy crap, would you look at that? And girls, I have almost no eyelashes. So if I can do this, you totally can do this. If you are not using this mascara, there is something gosh darn wrong here. Hit me up. Thanks.